Hey guys, welcome back to the Punk Rock Condition, where we explore, discover, and appreciate all things punk rock. If that interests you, please subscribe. Here on today's episode, we're doing another first-time listen, because as you can see, the day has arrived, and Good Riddance's new record, Before the World Caves In, is upon us, and I absolutely can't wait to check it out, man. And I'm gonna have the lyrics pulled up, okay? We're gonna do a full listen to the album, front to back, see how it strikes us. I have not heard it. I mean, I've heard the 3 songs, but I have not heard it. Good Riddance, any Good Riddance fan will tell you, their biggest strength is the lyrical content, man. Maybe more so than anybody. You know, there's a couple bands, obviously, that come to mind that have great lyrics. Of course, Propaganda, Bad Religion, Strike Anywhere, you know, blah, blah, blah. But maybe nobody more so than Good Riddance, where the lyrical content is their strength. So I'm going to pull the lyrics up. But basically, we're just here to see how it strikes us. I'm not going to be stopping it and going over every lyric, but I do want to have the lyrics up there and just have them along for the ride. We'll stop it sometimes for sure, but we're going to try and get through the whole thing. You know, and I definitely expect a little bit of political vitriol, you know, from Russ, but if you're him, you got to be thinking to yourself, man, I've been screaming at you guys about this shit my whole career, and this moron's president, so what else you want me to say? But we'll see if he touches in on any of that. I would get a kick out of that if he does, because who could do it better, right? Listen, I was thinking a little bit earlier, you know, this could be the last one. It's their 10th album. You know, it's 2026. It could be the last one, the last time we get a Good Riddance record. And I was thinking about when I got my first Good Riddance album. I remember being at the Troc in Philly, and I bought Comprehensive Guide. You know, and that's when my real love for them began. And it has lasted all these years. I love all their stuff. I really do. And it's been a lot. And, you know, it's just like with Fat Records kind of winding down, not being what it used to be, there's still some bands like Lagwagon and Good Riddance that have just been there the whole fucking time. And you're just like, man, they mean so much to me. Probably to a lot of people. And if it is, in fact, the last one, I don't know how many more staple Fat Records bands are going to be putting out new records for us to listen to. But if it is the last one, and thank you, essentially, to Luke and Chris, Russ, Sean. You know, I know there's been some switching out of members, but essentially the band is those 4 guys to me. Thank you guys for fucking everything. Thank you to Russ for sure for making me think about things at a young, impressionable age when those things need to be thought about, and for shaping part of my worldview, because you did. You did. I hope you're coming through Philly on this. I'll be right in the front row, probably, screaming the words, soaking it in. Can't wait to check this record out. You know, one thing I do also want to say is that you don't hear a lot, I don't think so, from Good Riddance people or from anybody, because everybody's an old school fan, right? An old school punk rocker. Their last 3 albums, My Republic, Peace in Our Time, and Thoughts and Prayers, to me are their best. It's their best work. Thoughts and Prayers is their best album. I know it doesn't have the nostalgia and shit, but it's unbelievably good. And I feel like I don't want to put too much pressure on this album, but I essentially expect them to pick up where they left off. I know My Republic was way back in like 06 before they had their kind of hiatus. But I lump them all together, man. It's just like the best of what they have done. Anybody else out there feel that way? Anybody else out there love fucking Thoughts and Prayers? My goodness gracious. And even though I am super familiar with the 3 songs, we're gonna play it straight through, no skips, because I want to feel the ebb and flow of the whole album, how one goes into the next, so on and so forth. That being said, quite possibly for the last time, hopefully not, let's check out a fucking new Good Riddance record, man. Here we go.
What's wrong with this country, Marty?
This song has a cool video. And I reacted to
Evil
it.
defense
Put it up on the screen here if you want to check out
did not.
how I felt about it.
Politicians are bought and sold like so much chattel. Our problems multiply. Pollution, crime, drugs, poverty, disease, hunger, despair. We throw gobs of money at them. Problems always get worse. Why is that? Because money's most powerful ability is to allow bad people to continue doing bad things at the expense of those who don't have it.
What a perfect sentiment to start a Good Riddance record with. There you go. Who says divaricate till there's nothing left besides Russ Rankin? Like tear it the fuck apart until it's unrecognizable. What a cool thing to say. And I said in the reaction before, this kind of has, as you guys may or may not know, Only Crime, Russ's other band that he plays in with Bill Stevenson. And this has a little bit more of an Only Crime feel to it in a good way. I like that they hit the ground running with their like harder kind of hardcore-ish type sound right out of the gate. Love it. Right here, what Good Riddance does is something I love that they do. They just have these parts that they drop into. It doesn't repeat or anything. It's just one standalone part. And this right here is so good, dude. Generated. Okay, now I'm ready to rock. Here we go. Love it, dude. Too many hearts lie broken. It's all degenerated. All right, man. I agree. All right, here we go. Number 2, In Pieces. And you get louder. Man, that was tight, man. That was good. Ambition devastated by pride. I mean, oh man, it's like reading a thick ass poem that you have to like really dissect how he's tying these thoughts together. Penitence, that's definitely a Russ word. Oh man, that is Good Riddance, baby. Born of Deception. Oh man, that's good shit, brother. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Fuck it, I'm listening to that again real quick. I love the guitar. I forgot I do a ranking thing with this, which is kind of cool, so I can like grade it at the end for fun. First song is a 10 because it already is a 10. That's a 10. Some of these first time listens, it's tough because it's like a different measuring stick when you're listening to something for the first time. But yo, that was good. God damn, that was good. And I could probably spend 10 minutes just talking about that last verse, but gotta calm down a little bit, guys. As if to prove my point, these lyrics won't fit on one page. He just has too much to say, and he fucking knows how to say it. That's what it comes down to. Poverty of language. Let's go!
Armed with the minds of the blind deceivers, face the vultures and vacant eyes. A light from the truth left synthesized and delivered in mass like a prophet's lie. Caustic agents of resignation, thrown to the earth like a twisted fade. The pure outcries of the ignorati and the passive haze of banal contempt. And now the stars have rearranged to promulgate that nothing's changed.
If you guys don't read ignorati and then use that in real life to describe the motherfuckers that need to be called that, ignorati, come on, man. This is Greg Graffin level shit where you need a dictionary to look up puerile, promulgate. I gotta go dissect this stuff. You're up here, I'm down here.
And like a vision sought through the fire, presuppositions fall, prostate. Do you recognize another way? Or is it all too much to take? Front cheek between those lies, and caught still by infernal eyes. There's poverty in language, justified this time. As poison flows through rotted basins, our vision lingers, longing still. A parasite of flawed conviction, embedded now in our consciousness. Judgments rendered, now bound unfit, and we sacrifice too much to fucking quit. And like a vision sought through the fire, presuppositions fall, prostate. Do you recognize another way? Or is it all too much to take? Front cheek between those lies, and caught still by infernal eyes. There's poverty in language, justified this time.
Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. I wonder what they're tuned. They gotta be tuned down, right? Are they always tuned down? That's on the fucking low end, man. Let's go.
You can't feel a thing because there's nothing inside. Just a flash of perception tied to reckless pride. A crease in the artifice, the body will know. And the dread is such a line that fucking won't let go. If I can find a way to set things right, another time again to a wasted night. Like the gates of purpose, the walls of fate. The light recedes as the mob lies in wait.
The light recedes as the mob lies in wait. Giving that one an 8. No more system to believe in. This one came out like a good long while ago, like last year sometime. Good song. But you gotta love the placement of it, right? Because that was pretty gnarly, in your face, you know, the really the hardcore edge of what Good Riddance does. And now we get into something that's just a little bit more friendly. It's just well put together. It's a good spot for it on the album. Right? I can highlight this one. That is really at the crux of what's going on. It's really well put, you know. It's just fucking dark, man, but it's right on the nose. The soil reeks of sedative, and the tin we pin to soldiers falls to rust. Raise your banner, sound the call. Comport your opposition to the architects of reason. Comport your opposition. So succinctly put. He says exactly what he means. It's just the Greg Graffin's maybe the only other guy that does that so fucking accurately. It's like, if you don't know what a word means, look it up. And then it's the exact perfect application of the vocabulary word. It's like, this is exactly what he meant. It's hyper specific. He chose that word for a reason. He just does it over and over and over. Construct your edifice of taxes and despair. It's all been arranged. It's all by design. We're like living in a soft prison. No more system to believe in. Love it! Here we go, man. Fortune achieved at such a cost. Yeah, we can't rely on pacification. Just Russ Rankin once in a while, man. He'll tap into some parts and he'll just start talking to you. He'll just start telling you what's what. Listen to this shit. And this is a perfect example of it right here. And you can feel the tone of the song switch to like, okay, time for Russ to preach here. Let's go. Fortune achieved at such a cost. Yeah, we can't rely on pacification. To satisfy the greater loss and rectify the heart of a nation. Raise your banner, sound the call. Comport your opposition to the architects of reason. Construct your edifice of taxes and despair. And it's all been arranged. No more system to believe in. Raise your banner, sound the call. Comport your opposition to the architects of reason. Raise your banner, sound the call. No more system to believe in. Here we go with number 5, All Just Rain. You were locked inside. This is that only crime-ish thing again when they hit those really like dissonant kind of chords. I love that shit, man.
The secret sounds, it's all just rain. Like a shifted sight or a fog perception. When you're up all night, bringing it out in a new direction. It's a crisis of shame, so throw all your dogma away. Turn your faces to the sun and stare into the crux of our survival. Transform into the secret sounds. It's all just rain. And the fractured reprisals have taken all the evidence away.
Oh,
You steer around up, have taken all the evidence.
the fractured reprisals have taken all the evidence away.
And the fractured reprisals have taken all the evidence away.
Oh, I love that.
You steer around all the secrets until the object refracts in despair, and no more grief can afflict you. You start believing you were never there, while the rain compiles all your sorrows. You fight the earth as you stand on your own, and I can feel your rejection, just like a dream that will never be shown.
You could unpack every verse. That's what it would take. This is a lot, guys, and I love it. All right, I'm going 9 with that one. Number 6, To Suffer Is the Name.
If we're buying time, why do we feel so anxious? You can think in terms of pressure and release, but when you keep it all inside, you see nothing changes, and the apprehension punctuates your grief. Yet while fortitude remains, you've gotta tell yourself, be satisfied with modest gains. You can't be anybody else.
Wow, what an awesome sentiment. See, here we see some versatility, right? Like the crazy, like caustic stuff about how fucked up everything is and how unfair it is and how corrupt it is. And I'm with you on all of it. But, you know, it becomes like a one note or whatever if you were to choose to look at it that way, which I really don't. But here we go with something like a little bit more sentimental about like, you don't have to suffer. Let's try and get better. You know, why do we feel so anxious? When you keep it all inside, nothing changes. And your apprehension to do something about it makes it fucking worse. Yet while fortitude remains and we're going to try and do something about it, you gotta tell yourself, be satisfied with modest gains. You can't be anybody else. What a beautiful thing to say to the world. Just make little improvements. Give yourself credit for it. And just don't be ashamed to be who you are. Right in the midst of all this crazy hardcore punk stuff.
Yet while fortitude remains, you've gotta tell yourself, be satisfied with modest gains. You can't be anybody else. As the artifice of self returns to haunt you, recall sensations aren't as static as they seem. And when the guilt arrives on time to lie above you, you won't remember all those bitter tragedies. Yet while fortitude remains, you've gotta tell yourself, be satisfied with modest gains. You can't be anybody else.
I smell one of those parts coming. This is going to be like the end of There's Still the Night, I think.
So just wash me away, forgiving all my faults. The fragments still remain, never out of time. Keep swallowing
I'll bet you that one means a lot to Russ. That's got to be about a specific loss and the grieving suffering that he felt around that. It just feels a little too personal. That has to be from personal experience. And the truth is, like, suffering is inevitable, but there are ways to cope, healthy ways and unhealthy ways. That's a healthy, honest take on grief, suffering, self-improvement, self-reflection kind of thing. Man, that one hit. That one fucking hit. 10. All right, number 7, green fields.
Yeah, well, the point is, what difference does it all make? The way you look, the kinds of clothes you wear on your body. It's what you are that counts, what's inside you, what you stand for, not what other people want to make you.
What a perfect good riddance sentiment. Can't we all just live our lives realizing that that is true? Hell yeah, let's fucking go. All right, let's go. All right. I'll tell you what, that was one of the first times that they kind of stepped outside of just like standard straightforward rhythmically. That was interesting, the way that they bounced in and out of those parts from the drums. Little jarring difficulty there. Pretty cool. We're all gonna burn until we die. We're all gonna burn until we die. Okay, like what I was saying about the ebb and flow of the album, this is an experienced band who knows how to fucking structure an album, right? I literally just got emotional about that last song. I was like, oh, yeah, this and that. And then they just pull you back up with this one, with some of the darkest sentiments thus far. Drifting ever closer to the final flame, assign us to a certain fate, a realization arriving much too late. There's no more sustenance in those green fields. It's like land before time. We gotta leave. You gotta migrate elsewhere. There's nothing left in them. We're all gonna burn until we die. Dust raining down from the ashes. Poking at different areas of emotionality. Assign us all a certain fate, a realization arriving much too late. Yeah. There's no more sustenance in those green fields. We're all gonna burn until we die. Agenda classified, like a world left dead inside. No positions occupied by predictions of the end. So wound up chasing culture, destroyed ourselves instead. It's still Fat Records doing what Fat Records does. Oh, man. All right. I'm going 8 on that one. All right, guys. Number 8, Posse Comitatus, a Latin phrase meaning the power of the country. And it was an act or something in the late 1800s that was supposed to prevent the military from being able to act domestically. So if this isn't a Trump song, I'll be shocked. Here we go. Fuck yeah, dude. Whoa. I mean, it's not specific enough to call it like directly at Trump, but come on. Built a wall around your face and we all feel terrible. And what's left to overthrow? We're going to overthrow your dumbass. You've like destroyed our fucking ideology and our systems and our fucking discourse and everything else.
Shattered in 1,000 pieces without a fight to call our own. Assembled from the outer reaches, conspired to be left alone. And when we fire, we strike as one. It's not the same as it was before. Same as it was before. We cut trails into surrender, forged outlets from despair, to cauterize by debased allegiance, to summon the resolve to care.
Too cauterized by debased allegiance to summon the resolve to care. Has it ever been put better than that?
To summon the resolve to care. Do it political now, to be diverted somehow. Divided and distant. Too frail for the fight to come. For the fight to come.
Man, I find myself removed from the whole thing because I can't even identify with like enough of the left anymore. And so for him to say too apolitical now, to be diverted somehow, divided and distant, too frail for the fight to come, I wonder if he's just all the way saying that from a personal standpoint, because I'm like resisting the urge to feel that way, but I fucking feel that way.
Shattered in 1,000 pieces without a fight to call our own. Assembled from the outer reaches, conspired to be left alone. And when we fire, we strike as one. It's not the same as it was before. The same as it was before.
No, it's not, Russ.
Without the faith to lead, we'll find the strength to hold. To watch our children bleed, or like dead and cold. We cannot stand by as the blood stains the sky. We must not be satisfied. We must not be satisfied.
All right. They hit the nail that they were going for directly on the head there. I'll go 9 on that one. Fucking A, man. But just to say, like, I'm resisting the urge to feel that way, right? And then he ends with, as the blood stains the sky, we must not be satisfied. We cannot stand by, for our kids' sake. This is so good, man. Here we are at number 9. Devoid of Faith. Probably another uplifting number. Wonder if we'll take a shot at some organized religion here. That would be nice. So good riddance, man.
Like a monolith of venom is the dread, expelling panic that evolves.
like that little line right there. Our disbelief becomes an artifact of truth. The scene is fleeting, but the anchor doesn't move.
Our disbelief becomes an artifact of truth. The scene is fleeting, but the anchor doesn't move. Another reverie refracted to a tear. Commiseration lies until it disappears. We lack the aptitude required for delight. It's just our toxins as we slip into the night. Slip into the night. And we can linger in our decay. And let them blow themselves away. To rest the heart laced with contempt. And keep the pain inside. There's no refraction or descent into the scene of discontent. To rest the soul devoid of faith. There's nothing left inside. Nothing left inside.
Well, here we go again.
Lost dreams won't change a thing. Sacrifice and delivery. Still waiting for the altruist to guide us through this haze. When the evidence is multiplied, set your mind to what's outside. There's no benevolence to pacify the silence of those days.
I can't wait to memorize that last thing and sing along. Let's play that last part again. That was really good.
Lost dreams won't change a thing. Sacrifice and delivery. Still waiting for the altruist to guide us through this haze.
Still waiting for the altruist to guide us through this haze. Hits.
When the evidence is multiplied, set your mind to what's outside. There's no benevolence to pacify the silence of those days.
All right. I'm going to give that one an 8 just because I feel like I'm being too generous or something. Drive Faster. We've heard this one. All right. Cool. I remember saying that I felt a Bill Stevenson influence on this one. I ask, did anyone else feel that way?
I can see the rise and fall. Read the lines around your face. I know you've lived it all before. And now the haze begins to fade. The countenance becomes so clear that we've survived to reconcile. Our memories won't disappear. And all
That's vintage Good Riddance right there. The way where he sings that, man, that is so vintage Good Riddance.
that we've survived to reconcile. Our memories won't disappear. And all the words we once believed now fade beyond recall. We used to hold them in our hearts as they echoed off those walls. And the faith we knew as one, just like a bridge between us. I'm waiting, suspended. We could be anything we wanted to be. Drive faster, breathe deeper. We're left with nothing but these memories. Remember how we all began, just like the cracks beneath our feet, and how we chose to make our stand. So terrified and incomplete. If I could test the wheel of time, record the truth from long ago, and make the moments live once more. We can't forget. We can't forget what we don't know. I'm waiting, suspended. We could be anything we wanted to be. Drive faster, breathe deeper. We're left with nothing but these memories. Another darkened room.
All right, guys, we're down to the final three. This record fucking rules. As somebody who's just like dying for this to be great, we are just about home on that. Thoughts, words, scars.
These tired ways, you're everything. Every thought, word, star, dream. Just idle fascination. And we've justified resentments undeterred. Just like odds in a line. Can't grow anything from malice overheard. And it's all in our minds. Struck down with accusations, yet satisfied to retaliate. Compromise and let it wait. Rapacious observations, left terrified, drawn and reticent.
Rapacious observations. Just fucking every song, man. Every song.
Rapacious observations, left terrified, drawn and reticent, contemplating where it went. Discord and heresy, just like a tide of discontent. Caught in a fraction of time, nightmares and reveries, ripped through our.
He does love the word reverie.
Caught in a fraction of time, nightmares and reveries, ripped through our consciousness instead. Reason retreats from our minds. Struck down with accusations, yet satisfied to retaliate. Compromise and let it wait. Rapacious observations, left terrified, drawn and reticent.
What a fun, smart, cool thing to do. It's almost like you gotta earn the right to be cool enough to be like, rapacious observations! And have people be like, yeah, man.
Left terrified, drawn and reticent, contemplating where it went.
Oh, mommy.
Where it went,
Here we go again.
and what remains of every thought, word, scar. Benedictions can't replace what's wrong this time. We've all resolved these appeals before. Indoctrination like a trace inside your mind. We just forget what we're searching for.
All right, I'm giving that one an 8. One thing I did notice when I did this with Wilhelm Scream's record a couple weeks ago is you just, there's only so much you can process, right? And I'm starting to, like, it's all in my head right now, so it's hard to be like, this one's better than that one, and this thing stuck out. It's just 2 more to go, guys. Fucking 2 more to go. If you're still here and you stuck with it, you're a good riddance fan, that's for sure. Doesn't happen every day, man. You gotta appreciate it. You really do. Number 12, No Imperfect Way. All right, that one felt a tad like a filler song. Nothing really wrong with it. I'm giving it a 7. All right, last tune, number 13. What kind of day has it been?
Hey, widow. Fuck the world.
Disillusion memories cascading through your head. Replace a lot of fallacies and leaving them for dead one at a time. They fall in line. Equivocate, annihilate the absence of a permanent decline. The life you tell and make it through the day. Ignore the truth until it goes away. You're just an apparition, not a man. And nothing here is gonna make you understand. The brightest minds of opposition and despair propose to codify that we were never there. We compromise to catalyze invisible transparency so potent you can see it in their eyes. The lies you tell and make it through the day. Ignore the truth until it goes away. You're just an apparition, not a man. And nothing here is gonna make you understand. I'm already and finally displaced in your eyes, erased from your mind. When nothing comes true, it's all back to you. Our fate's out of line, time after time. When confidence wanes and words rearrange, I'll stay by your side and help you decide. The lies in your head stay frozen instead. The blood on your hands, you don't understand.
All right, I'm giving that one an 8. All right, so yeah, one thing though I will say about like musicians will tell you like when they're recording, there reaches a point where your ears start to go blind. There's or they call it like ear blindness or something where it's like, yo, we need to walk away, clean the palette, and come revisit this so that we can hear it with fresh ears and hear it for what it really is. We're kind of going numb. And that's part of what happens here, and I try to avoid it when you're just listening and analyzing and listening and analyzing. So none of that should be unfair. I don't need to add this up. 10, 10, 8, 10, 9, 10, 8, 9. It's an A. It's an A, okay, the new Good Riddance record. And that is because it's they're all essentially the same kinds of songs with little variations. It's the kind of thing that absolutely gets better the more times you listen to it. And they all start to have their own character and flavor. And you start to really love and appreciate that album. I'm so happy, dude. But I can't like get it across because I'm tired now. It was like emotionally draining to get through that. Good Riddance, people. How do you feel? What do you think of it? How many times have you listened to it? Do you think this is their last album, man? Do you think so? It was really fun listening to this with you guys. I don't need to analyze it any further. It kicked ass. What a good day. Let me know what you guys thought of it. See you guys on the next one.